Welcome to the Success with Jewelry podcast, where we invite you inside our conversations about business success and marketing for jewelry designers and entrepreneurs.
We're Liz and Laryssa, jewelry marketing experts with a combined 16 years of experience in jewelry marketing and proven track records in helping jewelry brands meet their goals. When you listen to or watch this podcast, you get an intimate and exclusive peek behind the curtain of all the things you wish you could know about earning success in this industry.
Welcome to episode 35. In this episode, Liz and I will be giving you one quick tip and takeaway about our topic of the day. Why is Pinterest one of the most underrated marketing platforms, and who's it good for? We also want to tell you about our insider community. When you join for only $20 a month, you get access to extended episodes full of tips that you can start implementing today and further resources about each topic. In this extended episode, we talk about what are the best practices for Pinterest, what can you expect when you start optimizing your Pinterest profile, and some jewelry brand case studies for Pinterest. If you want to access this exclusive content, as well as get direct access to me and Liz, you can sign up by visiting successwithjewelry.com. Hey, Liz, let's get into it.
Sure, Laryssa, but first let's reintroduce ourselves. We haven't done that in a while.
I know, it's been a while. Good idea.
People know who we are and what we do, but let's take a moment.
Yeah, you want to go first?
Sure. So I'm Liz Gantner. I have been working in the industry for, I think, 12 plus years at this point. My first role was with Todd Reed as his marketing manager. And while working for him, I learned so much about the industry, and I was able to do so many different things. So I feel like I have a well-rounded point of view about it. From there, I started working in the trade show world. I curated the new designer gallery for JA New York for a few years. And now I run a community called the Stay Gold Collective, which is a group consulting program where I work with emerging and independent artists on sales and marketing.
It's so nice to meet you, Liz.
It's good to meet you too. Actually, before you introduce yourself, Laryssa, I'm just going to plug real quick that we are in the early stages of planning a New York City meetup. So if you do want to come meet us in person, we're going to be out in the world inviting you to hang out with us very soon.
I'm so excited about that. I hope you guys come and meet us.
Yeah, that would be great. It would be sad if no one showed up. Just kidding. But anyway, Laryssa, tell us about you.
Sure. So my name is Laryssa Warstiuk. Some people mistakenly call me Joy because my business is Joy Joya. That's not my name. It's the name of my business. And it is my digital marketing agency. We only work with jewelry brands. I've been doing this for like 7 years now. And we work primarily on strategy, content, email, and social for fine fashion jewelry brands of many different sizes. And I also have a podcast separate from this one called the Joy Joya Jewelry Marketing Podcast. And I have a book called Jewelry Marketing Joy, which you can search on Amazon and buy for yourself.
There are not many jewelry specific marketing books. So
No.
if you're a reader, if you're looking for resources, definitely check it out. But the reason Laryssa and I started this podcast, just to reiterate that too, while we're reintroducing ourselves, is we were looking for a community, coming out of the pandemic. It was like, okay, I'm a consultant leading a community, but who do I talk to? So Laryssa and I started talking on the phone every week, and it turned into us really realizing that we have a shared passion for helping jewelry designers and talking about marketing. We love marketing, both of us. So we were like, let's do something with it. So we created a webinar series, which if you are an insider, you have full free access to. But from there, we were like, how do we kind of touch base with designers and give like little actionable tips more regularly? So that's how the podcast came to be.
Yeah, it's a safe space for us to nerd out.
Definitely. And it's funny. I get very excited to talk about marketing, but Laryssa gets more excited.
It's good I can channel my energy with Liz because other people in my life are probably sick of me talking about it.
Oh my gosh, nobody wants to talk to me about marketing except my parents. They love it. But besides them, nobody wants to listen.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get into this topic.
Yeah. So why does Pinterest matter in 2023 when this thing has been around since 2010? It's kind of a little bit of a dinosaur. Well, Instagram is too, and Facebook is, but a little bit of a dinosaur.
All of these platforms started out so pure. Like Instagram was just to connect with friends. I think my first Instagram post is a picture of a coffee mug. But anyway, Pinterest too. I used to use it just to like share what I liked and with not looking for any gains, just to like organize the things I liked visually. And it's wild that it kind of like went away for a little bit. It wasn't a platform that anybody was really talking about, but it's really come back, especially in 2023. And it's a platform that we should consider using.
Yeah, it has a growing user base, if you can believe that, super high engagement rates. So if you're sick of the declining Instagram engagement rates, this is one to consider. And strong visual appeal, which, as we know, if you sell jewelry, boom, people are looking at pictures and videos.
I can't believe that this platform has over 475 million monthly users.
It is pretty crazy. That's a big amount of people, and why this is not one to kind of like ignore or poo poo at, because there is a huge base of users and they're there to be inspired, to search for products, to kind of curate their own interests, share those things with their friends. And there's a really great stat that 77% of users are discovering new products on the platform. That's huge. They're discovering new brands and products that they didn't know about before.
And they're going on the platform to do that. So they're logging into Pinterest, looking to discover new brands and new products.
Yeah, that's an excellent point because the intent is there. You're not like interrupting them with something. They're there to do that.
Yeah. And so this platform recently has come out with some new features too. I say recently, I mean in the past few years, such as idea pins, Bible pins, shoppable catalogs. And this all makes it so much easier for businesses to showcase their products and also drive traffic to their website.
And it's really satisfying for me to see in like Google Analytics, for example, if I'm tracking the sources of traffic to someone's website and we're looking at social. Instagram, kind of hard to tell sometimes because, well, it's almost always hard to tell because it's hard to click from Instagram onto a website. Pinterest, if someone starts investing even a little more time in the platform, we see a direct correlation into traffic coming to their website from Pinterest.
Yeah, that's pretty incredible because Instagram isn't a platform to drive traffic. I mean, it's just not a great platform to drive traffic. It's hard to get people to leave the app, which is why, corresponding in direct messages is so important there. But Pinterest is a great platform for driving traffic. So let's get into why somebody should consider using it.
Well, if you sell jewelry right off the bat, you're well suited for Pinterest because you have a visual product.
Yes, that's so true. And especially if you sell wedding jewelry and engagement rings and bridal, people are searching on Pinterest for inspiration for their wedding jewelry, for their engagement rings, all of that. And I think in the past, there's been this like thought that like, oh, people are just looking on Pinterest to then find something that they can find similar somewhere else or have somebody else recreate. But now I think they're really looking for the designer and somebody to actually like work with the engagement ring they actually want to purchase.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I think especially if you're presenting yourself in a great way, and especially if your values as a brand aligns with that searcher, because the value part is so important now, we know with engagement rings and the diamonds and the sourcing and all that, there will be a more likely chance they will move forward with you because you're just making it easy. Okay, I don't have to like look anymore. I'm good. Like this works for me.
Totally. And another reason you might consider Pinterest is if you're frustrated with Instagram, which I think everyone is, because I feel like every conversation I have with any designer, anytime, this comes up, just the frustration with Instagram and the lack of reach. And you're looking for other social media platforms to drive traffic to your website and generate brand awareness. Pinterest is a really good one to think about.
Yeah. And another thing is, I think it's important and you have to be open to committing to it, just the same way you would commit to like Instagram or any other platform. There are some things to make that commitment easier, and we talk about that in the extended episode, but this can't be like I'm pinning once a month or once every 3 months thing. You have to be pretty consistent with it.
Definitely, which is why I think so many designers haven't jumped into using Pinterest yet, because it is a lot of work, but it is work that can pay off in a big way.
Definitely. So again, if you want more, if this taste of Pinterest was not enough for you, you want the extended episode, which has our best practices for using Pinterest, what you can expect when you start committing to Pinterest, and some examples of jewelry brands that are really knocking it out of the park. So if you're thinking about getting more serious with your Pinterest strategy, let us know. You can visit successwithjewelry.com to sign up for that extended episode, as well as other exclusive content. Thanks so much for listening.